Hi everyone, Jane here. Thank you so much for watching today. Now, slightly different video to my usual projects in that we are going away on holiday next week. So a heads up is that I haven't been organised enough to get any videos made for when we're away. So unfortunately next week there will be no main videos. I have scheduled a video in for my members on Sunday, but next week there won't be my normal 2 videos, so it'll be the week after I'm back to normal, so to speak. But I thought that for this video today I would quickly go through what I'm going to be taking with me on my travels. We are off to the Lake District, which is right up in the north of the UK. Well, in the north of England, I should say. It's just sort of a little bit below Scotland, and for us it's quite a distance because we live right at the bottom of the UK on the Isle of Wight, so it's quite a journey, but we've been before and we really love it in the Lake District, or Cumbria, which is actually the name of the county. So we will be staying very near to Derwent Water, Keswick, where the Derwent Benson Museum is, and factory. So there may be a little visit to that, but I don't know how much recording I'll do while I'm there. But I have already got my Just Go Sketching bag, which I love, ready because I have this on the go, or have it ready to be on the go all the time for when we go out walking when we're here on the island. So it's sort of more or less going to be exactly the same as it will be going up to the Lake District. So this is my Just Go Sketching bag, and inside I have got it crammed with as much as possible. Let me just check that this is all in shot. Oh yes, so the first thing I've got is my little pocket palette by Art Toolkit. I love this. I love these. They might not be for everybody, but I really enjoy it. So there's my colours. There is a video, I do believe, of me setting this up or setting something up. What I'll do is maybe I can link that in the cards at the end of this video. So there's all my colours in there. Some of them are Rosa Gallery, which I find do stay a little bit tacky. There's some of the Daniel Smiths, and I love this palette. It's really useful. I have a lot. Now this is the little palette that came with the Just Go Sketching kit when I bought it. So these were the colours I chose. So I do sort of keep it in there just in case, you know, I want to use them. So that's just a few extra colours in there. I have a kneadable eraser. This is an unused one. I have one in. I have another kit that I keep in my main bag, which I'm not going to be taking with me. That's got the purple palette, pocket palette in it with the purple case. This is the little sketchbook that came with my kit as well. So this is 100% cotton. This is Saunders Waterford, which you know I love. Paper in this. So this was the little paints that were in here, and I did a little swatchy of it. October 2025 was when I bought it, and then I did a little mixing chart. And this one I've got a few different pictures in. So I don't generally make videos now of me doing these pages. This is just more or less for fun for me. And so it's different places we've been on the island. So just a few in there. So that's if I want to do in a little square sort of effect. What else have we got in here? We got some clips. We got magnetic clips. This was a tip that somebody said to me about getting these that can go on your, let me get it. So if you want to clip them to your sketchbook, and then how did I do it? Like that. So you can stick your little metal palette to your sketchbook without having to use, you know, special clips. So I've got a couple of them in there. Oh, what else have we got in here? In here I've got a ruler. Recent purchase. I haven't used it yet. A viewfinder, just because so many people recommended it, and I thought actually I think I could do with it, so I could get less overwhelmed by a scene. So I've got a little viewfinder, and this is the sketching board. Mine's going to get a little bit frayed. So this is what you put. So if this was my page I was wanting to use, I would put it like that, and then I would clip my pages here, and then I could stick my palette there. So it's really handy, and this for me is worth its weight in gold, because the very first time I took my travel kit away, which was last year, to Wales, I ended up dropping all my paints at one of the places where we were. I got in a right mess, and it nearly put me off the whole idea of painting outside. So for me, this has been a really useful piece of kit. And then I've seen a few different people use these sweatbands, wristbands, for wiping brushes off. I just usually always had some kitchen towel, but this is actually easier because you put it on your wrist and you don't lose it. So that's everything that's in that side. Then in this side we have got some pens. So I've got a Unipin brush pen in sepia, a Staedtler pigment liner 0.5, that's black. Then I've got my two Fudinosuke, I don't know if that's correct, pens by Tombow. One's a hard, one's a soft nib. I think they're both, are they 0.5? I'm not sure. No, I don't think they are. They're just like a nib. So those are my pens. To be totally honest, I don't overly use those ones. The pen that I do use when I'm out sketching is this one, which is the Sailor Foodie, and this is the shallower nib. So this is the 45. The green one's the 55, I think. This is the 45-degree angle, and I use this all the time. I love sketching with that, and it's got in it the black sketch ink from Rohr and Klinger. I hope I'm saying that correctly, which is a waterproof ink. So that's the one I do actually use the most. I've got a white Posca pen. I do use it a little bit, not too much. I've got a mechanical pencil. This is the Graph Gear 1000 by Pentel. It's a 0.5, and I've also got some extra legs in there for that pencil. And then I've got my Derwent water brushes. The one I use the most, I've actually just emptied all of these out. It's not that one. So I've got a broader one, a medium one, I think, and I didn't bother with bringing the fine one. I've got the big flat chisel one. So I find this is the one I use the most. I really like to have these with the water. I don't tend to use water brushes any other time, so I've emptied and dried those out so that they're all ready to go. And then in this side I've got my bigger book. Now this is the Hanamoule sketchbook. It's not watercolor, 100% cotton watercolor paper. It is watercolor, but it's not 100% cotton. And this is just because when I bought my art toolkit palettes, you've got a sticker. So this is the swatch of what is in here. So those are the colours that are in this palette, and I've written on the art toolkit pocket palette blue. So we've got Buff Titanium by Daniel Smith, we've got Aussie Red Gold Daniel Smith, Bismuth Band-Aid Yellow Daniel Smith, Aurelian by Rose Gallery, Deep Scarlet by Daniel Smith, Madder Rose by Rose Gallery, Cerulean Blue by Rose Gallery, Indigo by Rose Gallery, Idanthron Blue by Daniel Smith, Green Appetite Genuine Daniel Smith, Royal Green Rose Gallery, Olive Green Rose Gallery, Sap Green Rose Gallery. I obviously like the greens from Rose Gallery. Yellow Ochre by Daniel Smith, Burnt Sienna, Light Daniel Smith, Sepia Daniel Smith, Davies Grey Winsor and Newton, and Ostwald Grey by Winsor and Newton. And I put these in particular because I found that we often go to like castles and buildings, things like that, and these were really handy colours for me to have. So you know, that's my choice of colours. Yours would probably be totally different. Depends where you're going, depends what sort of things you enjoy painting. But that's what I tend to do. Now this book I use more as a journaling kind of book. Let me just check again that I'm in proper shot here for you. So I tend to do, this is the one I use when I'm out and about, and what I tend to do is I use it more, like I say, as a bit of a record of where I've been. So I put the place, the date, I write notes of what I've seen, what I've drawn. There I was doing little swatches. So that was the Dover in St Helens. This was where we went on a walk to God's Hill Farm Park on the island, and there was a gate, and so I just did a part of the gate, and I just do the odd picture. Sometimes I take photographs and then add these ones in when I get back. Sometimes I usually add the main thing writing while I'm there, and then I might add extra bits in. So then this one was a scene of Alveston. So they're all quick, they're all outside ones. Martin's Wood Nature Reserve at Newchurch. Looking over Sandown Bay from Shanklin Down. So I wanted to do some little inserts in this one. So I just want it more as like a record of where we've been. Court Abbey. And there's the pig. It didn't want to be drawn. So it wasn't a brilliant picture of a pig. And I just loved these little knots in the gates. It was the Pilgrim Chapel gate, and so I liked the colours and I liked the shape, so I put that in. So that's one that I really do enjoy sort of journaling in. So I won't put all this back in, I'll just pop it like this, because as well as this though, so this is my taking out and about on a walk kind of setup, but ooh it's all going to collapse. But if anybody watched my video of me setting up what I took with me last year to Wales, I did take a great big one of these cases, but I am taking this again. This is when I discovered last year that having this on a walk in a backpack was too much for me. I just couldn't cope with the weight of it. I was getting too hot. We was going on quite taxing walks at times, so it really was too much for me. So that's why I wanted to invest in the smaller Just Go sketching case, which I just knocked my pen on the floor. We won't worry about that in a minute. But I did want to take some gouache with me, but not to necessarily take out and about, but to keep with me when we're staying in like a chalet on a holiday park. So I would like to have this for a few more things that I can just keep there, and I could always swap them out. So I've got this pencil case. I've got a black one as well. I think this is the one I had last year. You can see where I've been putting pencils in and out, but just so I could take a few extra bits. So I'll probably be putting in a few of the Derwent drawing pencils, which I won't go through today. I have got my little what's it called, spritzer. Somewhere I've got my my paint brushes, which are my travel ones. Where have I put them? Let me just check in a drawer. Let me see if I can find them. They might be in this bottom one. Oh, are they in here? Are they in here? No. Well, that's something I'm going to have to find, isn't it? So I have got a travel set of the Famui travel brushes. There's 3 in a little thing that my husband bought for me. So I'm going to get those to go with this. And this was from my son for a present. I had it on a wish list. It's a water pot, so that does like that. But this is for gouache, keep it as more of a wet palette. I'm not too worried if it dries, but ooh, every time I can't remember how to open it. Oh, there we go. So inside you have this like silicone sheet, and then it's got 16 wells. So what I wanted to put a little bit of gouache in each of those. I don't know whether to add white and black in there or to take the white and black as just tubes. I might do that. But so I've got my Holbein gouache, the 18 set, and I've also got my Iridori full colours. So I'm thinking that I'm going to choose 16 from these. So as I know that it's going to be quite a green sort of scenario, I will probably be choosing some greens, but I also do like to have the basic colours in there as well. So I would like to have something like an ultramarine. So I've got ultramarine deep, and I'd like a red of some kind of, probably something like, or a magenta. We've got magenta, so I could have the magenta actually as my red. So magenta, ultramarine, and then I need a yellow. Oh, why is that one that way around? Have I got like a primary? Got a lemon yellow. What's this one? Permanent yellow deep. So we might go for a lemon yellow. So I've got like my 3 primaries. So I might do those, and then have a mixture of other colours. So I will go for, I'm thinking, a brighter green. So leaf green. So that's 4. Have I got like a set? I've got some nice darker greens. We've got elm green, and we've got pine tree green. I'll probably go pine tree green. I will have, if I've got like a yellow ochre. What's this one? Yellow ochre. We'll have a yellow ochre. We'll have a burnt sienna and a burnt umber, because I do like to have those browns in there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I do like an indigo. Is that indigo? That's indigo. I do love having an indigo, but I do like to have like a cerulean blue or something like that, but I haven't got a cerulean blue, so I might have to have, should we have turquoise blue? And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't think above with the gold. Let's have a red. 10. Just to make it easy, let's have a violet. 11. And we'll have amber. Oh no, have we got an orange? I don't overly use orange. I'd probably be more likely to choose amber, but is amber very light? Let's go for amber. And I've got a lemon yellow. Then I've got yellow ochre. That's a warmer yellow, isn't it? But then I do. Ooh, the choices. I think I might go with safflower red. That's a really nice red, isn't it? What's this one? Oh, I've got this orange. This is more of a burnt orange. Let's go with that one. That's probably more like a colour I would use. So we've got 2, 4, 6, oops, 8, 10, 12, 14. Should I then just have the black and white? Oh, I don't know. Should I just have black and white for my other 2 colours? Because because I can mix from other things, that's the thing. Because I can mix in the lid, couldn't I, for that? I don't feel like I want any more browns. I've got red. No, because carmine's a sort of cooler red. I want a warmer red because I've already got a cooler red. Let's do those ones. So let's put these in an order. So I usually go, should we go with the yellows? Oh, might have yellow ochre is going to go with the earth. So it would be that one. I don't know if you can even see my colours. Oh, you can, that's fine. That one. Ooh, we go. Then that one. Yellow, orange, red. Then we'll go, where's my purple? Purple. Then we'll go with the blues. That one. Then we'll go, that's black and white's going to the end. along with my browns. So that one, oh, maybe I should have had it. Now I'm thinking, do I want more? I think I need more greens. I might take I'm going to just pop the black and the white in there. So I've got those. So this is what's this one? Emerald green, permanent green deep. I'm thinking potentially that one, because then I can mix my colours, can't I? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Do I never need another green, maybe? What's this one? Leek green. That's quite nice green, isn't it? Maybe have 4 greens. What have I got? One, a brighter yellow, an ambery colour, orange, a warmer red. Is it a warmer red? Or do we want flame red? Flame red's a warmer red. That's a cooler red. Warmer red, magenta, a purple, that blue, that blue, that blue, green, 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 yellow ochre, brown, brown, and then white and black. I think that will do. Right, so let's just squidge a bit. Oh, here we go. Right, I don't want to put too much in. I'm not worried about if I, don't have enough, because I will just use what I have. I'm not somebody who worries about, oh, I need to take this much because it might run out. If I run out, I run out. That's the end of it, isn't it? And I don't want to put too much in and have it all totally dry out. So I'm not even going to bother making a little swatch with this. I'm just going to wing it while I'm away, because I might not even use it, to be honest. What do I need? A little stick. Put that in there. So that was the amber. We've got flame red. I think this, I need more of this red because I've got the magenta. I won't add too much red, to be honest. Red is not a colour so I should have wiped that, but I didn't. Let me get a piece of kitchen towel, because I may very well need that. Whoops, that's now fallen on the floor. Everything's falling on the floor. No, it's because I'm rushing to get this video made. Because we're going very, very early on Saturday. Oh, that is a nice colour, that magenta. That was more purpley than I thought that was going to be for some reason. But it will do. It will do. Whatever colours I haven't got, or, I can try and mix. I am, I'm not a fine artist, so, anything I do is just for fun. Oh, I'm making a right mess there, aren't I? Right, let's move those to the side so I can get hold of them. So this one is the turquoise blue. It's a bit thicker. I think I'm going to have a good clean up after this, aren't I? Turquoise blue. Let's move that to that side. Ultramarine deep. I sort of prefer just to have a decent sort of selection. If these dry out, then I'll just spritz them, because they can be reactivated. I'm not going to worry too much about that. A bit of indigo. That's my next one. Let's have this one. So this is leaf green. They look yummy though, don't they, in there? Not that you would, eat them. They are paint. I know I shouldn't have to say that, but just in case. And emerald green. Oh, that's thick. That one was really thick. Oops. Oops. I'm going to keep just saying oops, aren't I? And leek green. Because the Lake District is very green. hopefully it's still very green. It's been very, very hot, so hopefully it's still, you know, quite lush. Pine tree green. I don't know yet whether I will take any footage at Derwent Pencil Museum. I do get a little bit sort of self-conscious, I think is the word I'm looking for. Let me just get a bit of water, because I'm trying to get that out of there. Self-conscious when I'm like in places. Oh look, how did I get all that in there? I don't overly like filming in public places, because I never know, you know, whether it's going to be accepted or, you know, or not. So I might, or I might not. It would depend how I feel at the time. So I may come back and have a video of the Pencil Museum, or I might not. So burnt sienna. And burnt umber, and like I said, I'll take the little tubes of the black and the white in case I need them. But you know, even though these little tubes are only 5mm, they, you know, I've squirted a decent amount, I think, out of that for me. And oh, that's had lots of bits, and there's still lots left. So let's lift this up. You can have a look. Oh, that's looking really luminous on the camera. So that will go in there. I'm going to put my little silicone, what do you call it, silicone seal, it says, not being able to get it back on. This isn't working well, is it, for me? I've got it on before when it's, I think I'm being too careful with it. Now, let me get a wipe, because I am getting paint everywhere, because it's all on my hands. Right, let's do that. That was where that was on the edge. I know that was what I did there. So there we go. Oh, it goes into the other bit, doesn't it? Now I've got paint all on the top. And that will go back into here. No, it won't. It will go back into here. Ah, there we go. I thought it did. And there you go. Then that's back on in there. So that's all neat and tidy. Oh, now I've made a mess on here. So that will go in my case. I'll pick a few pencils. What I'll probably do is I'll probably put pencils that match in with some of these colours in case I want to use them. Not a lot else I think is going to go in here. Oh, I did think I might bring this sketch. This is the one I took to Wales. No, first of all, that was, so that's my, I don't know what palette. That was the palette that I put together for Wales. I think I've changed it since then. So that was when I was practicing in the garden, practicing on the island, did a few practice pieces before I went on holiday, just so I knew how I felt about it. And then I had some, this was in Wales. This was in Wales. There is a video of actually me doing that one. This was at Caerphilly Castle. So I was starting to experiment with that idea of making it more journally with bits and pieces and things. And then that was the Caerphilly Castle. I really enjoyed that one, actually. That was great fun. This was at one of the waterfalls we visited. It didn't turn out that brilliant. It captured a vibe. And then this is again once we got home. This is once we got home. So, oh, December this was. It's in the winter. Well, it's a grey sky. And that's where I've got two in there. So I'm going to take that one as well. Just so that I've got a few different options when I'm out and about. So that's mostly what I'm going to be taking with me to the Lake District. There we go. Look, what a mess. So I will now spend some time sorting this out, and I hope that was of interest. It's now a total mess, isn't it? But that's what I'm going to be using. Hopefully, when I get back, I'll possibly make a video showing you what I actually did use and what I actually did make. I don't put too much pressure on myself when I go away on holiday. It's not a painting holiday, it's a holiday with my family. So, you know, if I do some art, that's, you know, it's a bonus, but it's not the end of the world if I don't get much done. It's, you know, we're going in the car, so it can be in the boot. so thank you ever so much for watching. I hope that you like this video. Hype it if you can. If you want to leave a comment about what you think you would take on a holiday, maybe that would be really interesting for us all to hear, to get different people's points of view. And if you haven't already subscribed and you'd like to, then do please hit that subscribe button as well. So as I said, no videos next week on my main channel, but there will be a members video going up this coming Sunday. So until the next time, thank you ever so much for watching, and bye bye.